I join a lot of tournaments on Smogon, sometimes so many that I genuinely forget I'm even in them. That's exactly what happened here. I never prepped, I didn't schedule my matches. In fact, I literally forgot this tournament existed for weeks. But somehow, I kept advancing. But let me start off by explaining the tournament. When the Indigo Disc DLC released for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Duraludon got a new evolution, Arcaludon. That meant Duraludon was suddenly a Little Cup Pokemon. Little Cup only allows unevolved Pokemon that can still evolve. But Duraludon was so strong that it got banned from the format almost immediately. This, however, did not stop some Little Cup players from hosting an LC plus Duraludon tournament. I signed up for this on a whim. I signed up for a lot of tournaments, but it's not uncommon for me to just completely forget about them or just not show up to my game. I had never even played Gen 9 LC prior to this. For the first round, I got paired against They Call Me Phil. When my opponent asked me to play, I honestly just wanted to give the win. But specifically on that day, my pride was too big for a round 1 loss. I asked one of my friends, Gawain, for a team, but despite the fact that every set in this tournament would be a best of 3, he only passed me one team. Regardless, I used his one sole team. I won game 1 and then closed out the set game 2, so I moved on to the second round. Then from round 2 to 4, to be completely honest, I just forgot about this tournament. If both you and your opponent don't try to schedule with each other, the game gets put to a 50% coin flip. Somehow, none of my next 3 opponents contacted me either, which meant that the games went to coin flip, and I won all 3. The odds of that happening are absurd, and yet I wasted all my luck about a tournament I truly did not care about. So when I finally remembered this tournament by being tagged in the quarterfinals thread, I figured I might as well play my matches from here on out. I still didn't have any other teams, so I just reused the only one that I had, the Gawain team. Game 1 I killed Diglett turn 2, and then Grookey turn 5. I sacked Fullaby, and then right after this, I managed to bait him into tearing the Duraludon, which I then killed right after. Now I had an easy path to victory and I won the game comfortably. Game 2 starts off with Duraludon killing Fullaby and then getting trapped by Trapinch, but not before almost killing that too. I sack my Mienfoo just to knock his Duraludon, which I kill with Glimmet right after. We then both have the same idea as we Terra Ghost our Glimmets, but I dodged his Mudshot. Later I switch in Fullaby on Fake Out, giving me a speed boost thanks to weak armor. Because of this, Fullaby is able to get 2 kills and now I'm too far ahead to lose, and I move on to semifinals. Now that I was actually close to winning this, I asked Gawain if he had a different team by now, and he said he actually did. But the team looked bad, so I honestly just stuck to the one team I had been already using the whole time. In game 1 of the semifinals, I didn't have any switch-ins to Mudbray, and Toxic Spikes destroy his team, so I sacked Glimmet turn 2. I Thunder Wave the Duraludon and killed a Mudbray. It sets up a light screen and then randomly forfeits. So we're on to game 2 now. At the start of game 2, we have a classic Glimmet 1v1, but I crit my Mudshot so his ends up dying, while mine stays alive and kills Impidimp just a few turns later. I sack Glimmet and then Terra Fairy my Full Torp on Duraludon, which is locked into Draco Meteor. He manages to remove the Toxic Spike, but I kill Toadschool in the process. Full Torp almost kills Mienfoo, but I sack my own to the Elekid. I Earthquake into Duraludon and switch out to Scout Terra. Then I kill his Duraludon, he kills mine, and I clean up the game with Diglett. I'm now officially in finals. And in finals, out of everyone possible, my opponent was Gawain, the same person who gave me the team I used all tournament long. As if this tournament wasn't already unserious enough, we decided to use random names and use the same custom avatar to make it unclear for everyone watching the game to know that who was who. Looking back at it, I didn't even remember which player I was until I checked the result. If that wasn't enough, we were just yapping in the chat the whole time. I get my Duraludon in early and do a huge chunk to Fullaby, and just a couple turns later I get it back in to finish the job. He sags Voltorb just to paralyze it. He knocked it off with Mienfoo, but despite it having no item, it being paralyzed, and it being at -4 special attack, Duraludon gets another kill. Then it's my turn to paralyze his Dura. After 2 mud shots, Glimbit knocks it out. Diglett picks up a kill and then Voltorb kills his last mon. 1-0 to me. Before game 2, I put the Pokemon order back to what it was before to make it even look more identical. I catch him off guard at the start with Draco Meteor on Vullaby into a body press kill on Diglett. For the next turns, we just trade kills with our Duraludons. It was for the better that this guy got banned in the actual LC. On this team, Mienfoo is terrifying, so Draco Meteor is a free collect for me. Until he reveals Terra Fairy. I told him he's a rat for changing the Terra, but apparently he had just messed up the Pokepaste when he gave it to me and didn't realize until round 4. Nevertheless, Duraludon lived high jump kick and I just click Draco again the next turn. After my Duraludon goes down, Diglett starts clicking Earthquake. Mienfoo barely lives, but Voltorb kills it and I won the tournament. So that was it. That's how I won a 128 person bracket without losing a single game. I used the same team the whole tournament long and managed to get 3 coin flip wins in a row. This might be the least deserved tournament win of my life. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. It's free and it helps out the channel a lot. Thanks for watching.